Hi, this is like episode 4 or this is like episode 4 or like episode 5 on my podcast slash video cast slash YouTube show. And while I got HYFR by Drake and Lil Wayne playing because right now I'm in the good mood. Heck yeah, effing right. Heck yeah, freaking right. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, heck yeah. But anyway, so um the reason I'm in such a good mood is because Comcast outbidded Disney for Fox. Comcast put up $65 billion in cash versus Disney's initial 52.4 billion in stocks. So hopefully, unless Disney is trying to pay $100 billion for Fox, hopefully Comcast will win. And I want Comcast to win because I like the X Men franchise the way it is. I like the Fox Men, the FOX Men, and if Disney gets the X Men and Fantastic Four, I don't really care about Fantastic Four. But if they get X Men and Deadpool, then they probably keep Deadpool, but they're gonna reboot the X Men series. They're gonna cast all new actors, and I like the actors that we have now. The only way I'll be okay with if Disney bought Fox is if they say like Doctor Strange does a weird spell that combines the universes that combines the X Men Apocalypse and X Men Dark Phoenix cast of James McAvoy, Professor X, Ty Sheridan, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Sophie Turner, um, Alexander Ship, Storm, Evan Peters, Quicksilver, Nightcrawler, whatever the actor's name is, Jubilee, Lana Connor. Yeah. So I would only want Disney to get Fox if they find a way to combine the universes. Like Doctor Strange does a spell to combine the X Men universe with the actors that they have at Fox already with their MCU. I think that would be pretty cool. But they're most likely not going to do that. They're just gonna reboot it and recast everyone. They're probably gonna keep Deadpool going because Deadpool doesn't really make it doesn't need to make any sense, but they're probably not going to do them R rated. Like they're probably going to do PG-13 Deadpool movies, and I'm not saying that PG-13 Deadpool movies can't work, but they're fine the way they are. Like they're working and they're really funny and enjoyable. I love Deadpool too, especially the X Men cameo. Spoiler, there's a cool X Men cameo. It was pretty good. That was my favorite part of the whole movie. Definitely hands down. I posted it on Twitter. It got like 10 likes. So yeah, everybody really enjoyed that. So yeah, I really like the X Men movies the way they are. I've been seeing them since 1999 or 2000 or whatever year they came up. Whatever year they came out, I've been enjoying them. And I don't want Comcast to I don't want Comcast to reboot them. I don't want Disney to reboot them. I want Comcast and Universal because Universal's on my Comcast, Universal Pictures, Universal Studio, Universal Movies, whatever they're called, Universal Pictures. I want them to get the X Men movies and keep on making more and not reboot everything. So yeah, and if things keep on going with this well, I mean that's a lot of money to spend. Of $60 billion, they almost bid almost $10 more billion than Comcast bid almost $10 more billion than Disney's $52 billion. That's crazy. There's so much money for this. Is Disney really gonna put up $100 billion just so they're gonna have Fantastic Four and X Men into their movies? They're doing just well with the Marvel movies and the Star Wars movies. Cough cough. Han Solo bombed. Yeah, I don't know. People were saying that Han Solo bombed because people didn't like the Last Jedi, and so people weren't in a rush to see another Star Wars movie only 6 months after the Last Jedi the Last Jedi got, which people apparently didn't like, but it still made a lot of money. But I think it's hilarious that Han Solo is failing at the box office. Take that, Star Wars nerds, Force nerds. May the Fourth be with you. You suck. You know what I say? I say, may your heart be your guiding key, because I'm a Kingdom Hearts nerd. I don't like Star Wars anymore. I used to back in the day. I don't like Star Wars anymore. So take that. Um, okay. Also, another story is that Ben Affleck might be leaving the Batman, might be leaving the DCEU, the DC Cinematic Universe, because apparently the Matt Reeves, the guy who did Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War of the Planet of the Apes, that guy is he. You can't even trust him anymore because his last movie failed. War for the Planet of the Apes failed. So it's like that guy Matt Reeves. Why did he get to direct the Batman movie? You know, I don't know who else could do it, but Matt Reeves doesn't seem like the best choice anyway because the last movie failed. Might as well let Zack Snyder make the Batman movie, anyways. So, oh yeah, so they're going for a younger. So apparently Matt Reeves is going for a younger Batman. And I always thought it was weird that I always thought it was weird that we had a Batman in his mid 40s, a middle aged Batman in the first place. But that's what Zack Snyder was going for with his DC Universe, this 5 arc story. He was going for a 5 movie, 5 arc story, starting with Man of Steel, and then Batman versus Superman, and Justice League, and Justice League Part Two, and an unannounced fifth sequel that he would have made, but we'll never see that. So that's what Zack Snyder was going for. He's going for middle aged Batman, Batman who was broken in Batman versus Superman, and then becomes more of a classic Batman and Justice League. But yeah, we didn't get to see Zack Snyder's vision. So yeah, they're making the Batman Matt Reeves, and they're going for a younger Batman. Apparently, they're I think cause I think the information got released during when Jeff Johns was announcing his new position at DC Comics and Warner Brothers with his production company, and they said I think they just casually said that they're going for a younger Batman. So I don't know if it's just a rumor or if it's true, but so it looks like. But maybe this might just be like a flashback film that takes place like in the '90s or early 2000s or something with a younger Batman, and maybe we got to keep Ben Affleck in the in the current DC movies. Because we're gonna have two different Joker movies set in different universes, so maybe we can have two Batman movies set in different universes. Maybe the Batman movie could be set in different universe than the Batman versus Superman, Man of Steel, and Justice League. So yeah, maybe that could happen, but who knows? But or Ben Affleck might be gone for good. So yeah, we've been hearing about these rumors forever. At first, we're gonna hear that first we hear that Ben Affleck is in, then we hear that he's out, then we hear that he's in, and then we hear that he's out again. So maybe he might be really be out. I don't know. Only time will tell. Yeah, speaking of Zack Snyder, um, Zack Snyder is actually going. I like after because Batman versus Superman only made like $800 million on a $200 to $300 million budget, and they were expecting probably like $1 billion for that movie. And Justice League did it even worse, only made like $600 million on a $200 million or $300 budget. So you would think that they would have just kicked Zack Snyder out of DC Comics and Warner Brothers movies for good, but apparently he's producing on Wonder Woman 2, Wonder Woman 84, or Wonder Woman 1984, whatever they're calling it. So yeah, he's producing on it. I guess because I think he wrote part of the story for Wonder Woman 2 with Geoff Johns and some other guys probably. So I think that's why they're keeping him on board because he worked on Wonder Woman 2. So looks like he's still be involved in the DC universe, in DC cinematic, DC extended universe somehow. So it looks like he's still involved in the movies. I bet he'll never direct another DC movie again, but at least he gets to produce on Wonder Woman 2, Wonder Woman 1984, Wonder Woman 84, because he's a talented guy. I like I like all his movies. I like Batman vs Superman. I like Justice League. So I think he's a good guy to keep around, and I think he's doing another movie. It's not a DC movie, but his next movie lined up that he's directing is I think it's a Warner Brothers movie. So I'm not sure. I think it's called like Fountainhead or something like that. I think it's a Warner Brothers movie, so it looks like he still has a good relationship with them. I think it's Warner Brothers. I'm not sure. So yeah. So shout out to Zack Snyder. Do your thing, man. I like your movies, man. Personally. So yeah. And also, Jeff Johns got moved to a different position, but I'm so confused on what is different about his position except for him getting now he has a production company called like Mad Ghost or something like that. And it's like in his old position he wrote and produced DC movies and TV shows. In his new position he's gonna be writing and producing DC films and television shows. So it's like, what's the difference between his position? Is he getting paid more now? Is he getting paid less? Is he going to make a lot more money because he has a production company? I don't get what the big change was. He's still working on DC comic stuff, so he basically has the same job to me. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'm still getting stuff from him. So yeah, that's that. I am, and back to the X-Men movies. Yeah. Um. Um. So yeah, the trailer for New Mutants came out, and I didn't like. That's not what I expected from a New Mutants movie. I never read the comic books, but I seen like the comic book covers, and I thought I had a gist of what the New Mutants was about. I thought it was just about a a newer some about newer mutants joining the living at the X Mansion and becoming X Men. And I thought they were just like a newer group of X Men. Um, like that are more junior to the more senior X Men. So, but this movie doesn't even it doesn't look like they're a part of the X Men yet. It looks like they're just going through a horror. It just looks like it's just gonna be a horror movie. So it's kind of weird. I didn't see that coming. I thought it was gonna be adventures of some new X Men, but that's not what it's gonna be. It's a random horror movie. So like I'm not gonna see that. Yeah, and for X Men Apocalypse. I mean for X Men Dark Phoenix, aka Dark Phoenix, X Men 1992, X Men Teen Spirit. Dun, 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 dun. Music not playing no more. Yeah, for X Men Dark Phoenix, aka Dark Phoenix, or X Men 1992, X Men Teen Spirit. Um, some leaks happened. Cause that guy, he got to see an early screener version of the movie, an early version of the movie that that studios release to test it out to see how the audience likes it so they can tweak stuff and do reshoots on it and stuff. So some guy got to see the movie. It's probably like an uncompleted version of the movie, and he said what happened on Reddit. And moderators approved that the guy really saw the movie, so he probably had a ticket or something saying that he had proof that he seen the movie and showed it to the moderators on Reddit. And spoilers, if you don't want to hear X Men Dark Phoenix spoilers, get out now. So I don't really remember too much of the spoilers, but I remember there's one spoiler that 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 they killed Jennifer Lawrence. So I was like, wow. So they're finally getting rid of Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, it seemed like she was down. She didn't have to come back for this movie. She wasn't a contract. She looks like she signed a new contract for Dark Phoenix. So if anything, it seemed like they would have killed her off in the last movie because when her contract ended. But now they're killing her in this movie, apparently. if the leaks are true, or they could change it and reshoot. Who knows? Because hey, if Jennifer Lawrence wants to keep on doing X Men movies, let her keep on doing X Men movies. She bring us some extra money, because she's a big star or whatever. And also they also in the leaks it said that 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 the reason why, I think this is what they said, the reason why Jean Grey turns crazy and evil or whatever is because like they go to space. The X Men go to space, y'all. X Men go to space. X Men Team Spirit. X Men 1992. And the X Men go to space and to save some astronauts or something like that. She gets hit by some meteorites or some asteroids or some type of space wave, and that's what turns her into the Dark Phoenix and turns her into the crazy Jean Grey Phoenix, Dark Phoenix. So yeah, that's all I remember from the leaks. Yeah, so X Men Dark Phoenix coming out February, or just called Dark Phoenix. I like it better with the X hyphen men semicolon Dark. I like it better with that. And then you put Dark Phoenix at the end, but apparently they're just calling it Dark Phoenix or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also the DC universe is coming. Some guy who works for DC Comics. Oh yeah, let me talk about Venom first. Okay. Oh yeah, and also saw the Venom movie trailer, and this I can't believe it has so many views. It has 60 million views. It's like, guys, who are these nerds, and why do they care about Venom so much? So it's like, the movie comes out like in October. Yeah, it comes out in October. I'm not gonna see it. The trailer didn't capture me. I didn't like it at all. Um, I didn't like the trailer. I don't care about the Venom movie. I probably liked Spider-Man 3 better with the Venom. I might need to rewatch that movie again. I liked emo Pete Parker with the dark hair and the hair covering his face. I like that because I like emo shit. If you haven't noticed, um, wearing a black T-shirt. Black is my favorite. It's my favorite color. But yeah, I didn't like the Venom trailer, so I'm not gonna see that. So I was like, yeah. And I'm also skipping out on New Mutants. I mean, this is a guy coming from a guy who liked X-Men 3, The Last Stand, and X-Men Origins Wolverine. I didn't see Logan though. I didn't see Logan. What else did I not see? Yeah, I didn't see Logan. Yeah, I didn't see Logan either. Logan wasn't for me. I wasn't for me. I like the Wolverine though. So yeah, and and what else? As you can see in my um profile pic, the DC universe is coming. I have a picture of DC universe. The DC universe is coming. It's like it's launching this August at late August. It's launching with Titans and Young Justice Outsiders. Titans, there go Titans right there. So yeah, the thing that has me worried about Titans though is that we're having Beast Boy, whatever his name is, something. I think his name is Ryan Powder, the actor. He's the main character in Big Hero 6, and he's the guy. Like a couple years ago, he did this Robin audition for he auditioned for Robin for he posted a video online of him um kind of trying to get the part of Robin in a future Batman movie. I saw it years ago when it first came out, and but what do you know? This guy did end up being in the DC universe. So yeah, he didn't get Robin, but at least he got Beast Boy. His audition tape is cool. He was doing all type of martial arts and stunts and fights and stuff. It was pretty cool. You can look it up. I think his name is Ryan Potter. Look up his Robin audition. So yeah, my only fear about Titans is like, come on, like you can't do Beast Boy on a TV budget and TV schedule. Like, come on, there's not enough time to get the special effects done, and the budget isn't big enough for him to be turning into animals like elephants and rhinos and stuff like that. So it looks like we're probably going to see an animal transformation like once every couple of episodes or something like that. For like 5 seconds or something. Think about it. How much like I saw a couple seasons of the Flash, and we saw Gorilla Grodd um pop up, and like they can do animals, but they couldn't do a Gorilla Grodd or King Shark every episode. They have to save it. They have to save a couple episodes before they can do it again. After that, they will have to go through a couple episodes, let time pass, and so they can work on the special effects. So yeah, that's one of my fears for Titans. Look at Starfire. Look at that wig. It's interesting that they went for a black Starfire. Interesting, and the girl's not even cute. Like, come on, Starfire is supposed to be sexy. That girl's not. This girl's underage, so I'm not gonna say anything about her. She's only like 14 or 15 or something. But yeah, come on. They could at least casted a hot Starfire. I've seen cosplay. Let me show you a hot Starfire. Yeah, just wise Starfire. This a cosplayer named Cheyenne. She's fucking hot, dude. Look at this. Shout out to Cheyenne Jazz wife. Wise, that's my future wifey. It's like, nah, I think she has a boyfriend. But yeah, they should have casted her as Starfire. Because I don't know if she can act, but she sure as hell looks the part. She's light skinned too, so she has the complexion going for her too. So she almost looks orange. So yeah, that would have been a better cast than they got this ugly chick. So like you should have casted Cheyenne. It's not too late. You can still, 'cause you know how they had a different um Will Smith and on the Fresh Prince, how they changed on Vivian. They can change Starfire. They can change on Vivian. So yeah, so Titans is coming. Young Justice Outsiders is coming. Both of the shows are coming at the end of August. They're gonna reveal the trailers at Comic Con, of course, and we also got some other shows coming too. Um, you got Swamp Thing, a Harley Quinn animated series, Doom Patrol, and a Metropolis TV show starring. There's gonna be a TV show starring um, Lois Lane and Lex Luthor before the arrival of Superman. Only on the DC universe. DC universe is gonna rock. I can't wait for it. Hopefully, if I like the trailers, I'll watch the shows. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to watch Young Justice Outsiders because I was one of those fans who were campaigning on Twitter for like save Young Justice, give Young Justice a season 3, and it would it would come up under Taylor trends. I'm not sure if it would trend um countrywide, but I would definitely trend for Taylor trends, and I'm pretty sure that Netflix, because people were binge watching it on Netflix, and Netflix noticed that people were watching it and asking for Young Justice to return. So I remember at different points, people will post pictures of Netflix saying like, "Oh my god, yeah, we're totally interested in this show. We'll talk to Warner Brothers so we can bring it back." So that's when Warner Brothers is rubbing their greedy hands together and was like, you know what, we're not going to bring it back on. We're not going to bring Young Justice back on Netflix. We're going to make our own streaming service. And look what we got now. So we could probably thank the whole DC universe to Young Justice Outsiders because if they didn't make a streaming service, then Titans probably would have just ended up on the CW. I don't know. Then again, they probably weren't going to put anything else on the CW because the CW slot is filled. I think they even have a superhero show airing on Sunday now because the schedule is so full with superhero shows on CW. I remember back in the day when we just had Smallville, the Teen Titans cartoons, Justice League. Like say in 2002, we go back to 2003. That's all you had. X-Men Evolution, that Blade TV show that aired. We didn't have now. There's like 50 superhero shows out on one time. Like I can't even keep up with it all. It's crazy. And yeah. And something cool that's happening with Titans is a freaking bat signal. Look at that, a bat signal. Titans. So that means they're dived into that Batman mythology on Titans. And and I know on CW on the CW they're doing on their crossover event this year they're gonna have Batwoman. So they're also diving into the Bat mythology on the CW verse, the Arrowverse. I don't know why they call it the Arrowverse when I think the Flash is more popular, so it should be called the Flash verse or maybe just the CW verse. So yeah, they're diving into that in the Batman mythology on both shows. I thought that the only show they would do that on was on Gotham. Like except for Gotham, it's the first time we're getting some of Batman mythology since that old Birds of Prey show that aired on the WB back in the day. I think it was made by the guys who made Smallville. It had Batman and Catwoman's daughter, the Huntress, I think, Harley Quinn, I think, Oracle, and somebody, and I think Black Canary or something like that on the Birds of Prey old Birds of Prey TV show back in 2002. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of Batman mythology now. Oh, yeah, Gotham is almost over. It's airing the last season this year, which is surprising. I thought that show would go like do a 10 season bit to go last 10 seasons like Smallville did. You know, I thought they were really going with that show, but maybe if they depends on how they ended it on Fox because another reason they're probably ending it because Disney is trying to buy Fox and Disney makes owns all the Marvel stuff except for Spider Man and X Men and Deadpool. So maybe they didn't want maybe somebody didn't want um Disney helping to air Warner Brothers DC show since Marvel is owned by DC. I remember since Marvel is owned by Disney, so maybe that's another reason why Gotham's ending. So depending on how they end it, if they end with him becoming Batman, then that's probably going to be the end, and then they won't be able to bring it back somewhere else like the CW or the DC Universe streaming service. So we'll see what happens with that. But it looks like this is the end of Gotham. I only watched like the first 20 episodes of the 22 episode first season. But maybe I was gonna get back to it one day. Maybe I'll get back to it one day. So it's sad that it's gonna end this early after only 5 seasons. I think the fifth season is only gonna be like 10 or 13 episodes. I think Cameron Bickendova, who stars as Catwoman, I think she said that the TV show is only gonna be 10 episodes. That the last season is only gonna be 10 episodes. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, and also with with Doom Patrol, they're casting a cyborg. Like auditions leaked online of different actors auditioning for Cyborg. So it looks like we're having a Cyborg in the DC Universe live action TV shows. I don't know whether he's going to be part of the Titans, Justice League. I think he's going to be working with the Doom Patrol though, so we know that much. So it looks like we're gonna have a Cyborg in TV and Cyborg in the movies. Just like we have two Flashes and two Supermans. So that's pretty cool. And also, what was interesting in the audition was that Cyborg was freaking. He was cursing. He said that he dropped the F bomb or the F word. I didn't watch the auditions. I didn't watch the auditions, but I read in the articles that he dropped the F word. Um, yeah, I'm not cursing because I want my channel to grow and I want to get advertisements and apparently I think that's what like some of the apocalypses are about YouTube not not paying people have um who have cursing and explicit material on their pages. So I want my channel to grow, so I'm not gonna curse. But anyway, so yeah, so yes, I heard that Cyborg was cursing and stuff. So it looks like they're going for a R-rated TVMA vibe, like the Marvel Netflix shows. So that's pretty cool that they're going for that. Man. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna see stuff like making love, cause like you do on the Marvel Netflix shows. Well, we'll see. All right, guys, it's been episode 4 or 5. I think episode 4 on my podcast, slash videocast, slash YouTube show. See you later.